Welcome to the YYC Real Estate Show. My name's Sebastian. This is Zach, and we got Shiraz. So
Hello.
today we're gonna. Say hello.
Hello.
Great. So today we're gonna be talking about the difference between Calgary and Cochrane. Is Cochrane better than Calgary?
In what aspect?
Every way. No.
You got to be more specific.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in your guys' opinion, just off the
Well,
bat.
I'll start. I love Calgary, but I equally love Cochrane as much. I think, especially in the last 5 to 10 years, I guess, but mostly the last 5 years, it's really grown to a big community. And basically, you have everything you need to have in Cochrane. It used to be the fact that there's some things you couldn't access in Cochrane, some amenities, some events, some type of stores, stuff like that. But now Cochrane has everything you need. You could easily just live in Cochrane and never come to Calgary and be completely fine.
Yeah, that's true.
So I like it.
Except they don't have a Costco. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, but Costco sucks.
No, man.
No, I love Costco.
I like the Texas Gate in Cochrane. Free pool on Sundays, daily specials unheard of. So I really like that place.
That is true.
They got a nice 9-hole and of course Glen Eagles golf courses, which are beautiful. And it's a 20-minute drive from Northwest Calgary, and it's a scenic route, mountains in your face.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to love about Cochrane. The only thing I would say is it's a town, not a city. So Calgary is a big city.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, Cochrane's pretty much a small city.
Small, yeah.
Well, Airdrie was
they
a town, and now
They have the option
right?
to actually be considered a city, but I guess they're not going to transition over. But I have a lot of clients that are actually looking to downsize, and there's those bungalow villas overlooking Glen Eagles Golf Course that overlook the river and the mountains.
I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people wanting to move to Cochrane.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Especially in the last couple of years here.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people that say,
with affordability, you're seeing people looking to Airdrie, Chestermere, Cochrane, Okotoks, right?
Yeah.
Because you do save if you're out of the big city of Calgary.
Yeah, no slam to any of those other places, but I think Cochrane has the advantages and the landscape and the views. It's right near the mountains. I think if you're gonna move outside the city, obviously all those areas have their pros and cons. But I think it's because I spent some time in Cochrane too, just playing for the hockey team there, and it's also a very tight knit community.
I went to high school in Cochrane.
What's the team there?
The Cochrane Generals, plugged them, played for them for 2 years.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of sponsors from in town Cochrane businesses. People really supported the team, and then past that, you walk around and not as a hockey player, but everyone's very friendly, and a lot of people know everybody there, and I like it. It's a good community. I wouldn't diss it at all.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go into a little history about Cochrane. It was named after Matthew Henry Cochrane, a rancher who established the Cochrane Ranch in 1881.
Wow.
And you can find Mr. Cochrane right off the 1A highway. He's got that big statue. He's on a horse. It's ginormous. And that is actually in the Cochrane Ranch. He's actually on the Cochrane dollar too. Cochrane has its own currency that you can spend all throughout Cochrane. Did you not know that?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
you can go to ATV and get a fat stack of Cochrane dollars. Go to the Texas Gate.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. What's the conversion? It's dollar for dollar?
It's pegged to the Canadian currency, so it's 1-to-1 Canadian currency.
But you can only use it, obviously, in Cochrane.
It's just to keep that money inside of Cochrane.
That's
right?
kind of cool,
to support local businesses. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, it was mainly Cochrane has its roots in the cattle industry, but as of late it has definitely grown into oil and gas, and that had brought a lot of business and people into the area. And one thing to kind of the comparison between Calgary and Cochrane right now is that Calgary has about 1.5 million people, and Cochrane has 48,000. Right?
Wow.
Population 48,000.
A lot is bigger than that.
I thought it was smaller when I was going there in high school. I think 7 years ago, right? It was 26,000, 25,000.
Yeah, it's grown. It's grown rapidly. I think it was. Well, you might have the stat there, but at a point it was the fastest growing place, and I don't know if it was Alberta or Canada for a short amount of time. So
you know what's fascinating about the fact that it's the fastest growing place is that the new mayor, he's been in office for a few years now, but he hasn't approved any new developments. It's all previously approved stuff.
All this new construction that's going on?
It's all
of Greystone,
it's all been
and
pre-approved,
all the new communities?
from before he was mayor.
wow.
So
imagine if he gets the stamp on some other things.
Well, the thing is, it's hard because they always have like the water restrictions up, and their infrastructure, their traffic right now is one of the negative parts about Cochrane, is that they always have a lot of traffic.
It's crazy. Well, because there's 2 ways in and 2 ways out.
Yeah.
Like Highway 1 and Highway 22 from Northwest, and then from Springbank area, and then sometimes like if you go there like 4:30, 5 o'clock, like in rush hour, people coming back to Calgary,
like even 3:30, like right.
Or like one crash on any of the roads, it's screwed.
Yeah. This winter I was actually going up the Cochrane Hill, and I got stuck going up the hill. I couldn't go.
My car was going 30 in the snow.
No, there was a truck that slowed down, and he stopped, and then I got behind him, and I tried to pick up speed again, but my wheels were just spinning. I was starting to go backwards a little bit, so I just hit the gas and slid till and got a little flatter. Yeah, but no, I mean I love Cochrane. But yeah, so one thing that we're the YWC Real Estate Show, so let's compare the prices of the homes in Cochrane. I don't have the prices like house type to house type, like detached or townhouse, but for the benchmark, we know the Calgary's around that 606, 603 here it says for April. But Cochrane is 561.
It's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. A little bit cheaper. So,
yeah.
But usually going into these towns outside Calgary, you should save 30 to 50,000.
Well, look at that though, but then this is Okotoks is 617,000.
Well,
on the screen there.
Benchmark price.
Benchmark,
yeah,
price. That's
like how you really should look at it is, I think an average detached in Calgary is closing in on 800. What is an average detached?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean you go to Canmore, you got the benchmark price of 1.5 million, so that's fair. So yeah, I mean the main things about Cochrane is proximity to the mountains, nature, having access to those amenities, right? Being able to go skiing and it is at 18 kilometers outside of Calgary, but it's 18 kilometers less you have to drive to get to the mountains, right?
Yeah, and like it's not even. I mean, we've all done the drive from our office and other reasons. Like it's not a bad drive. It's like you said, Northwest Calgary. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
My house and the edge of Cougar Ridge is 25 maybe.
Yeah, same thing with Cochrane. Like to go to downtown Calgary, it's like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. That's the only reason why the rush hour is bad at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because everyone's coming home. Most people work in Calgary, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Cochrane's a great mix because you get the people who are, looking for the smaller town life, people retiring, downsizing, but you also have a ton of young people who like to be close to the mountains. So,
yeah.
And it's a great community.
It's pretty safe too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the famous ice cream.
Oh.
And the famous ice cream.
Yeah.
And the Texas Gate.
And the Texas
Already
Gate.
said that.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I wish we had their daily specials this weekend.
All you can eat spaghetti is one of them.
That's Sunday with free pool. I know.
Isn't that? Can we talk? I don't know if you know that. Isn't that like building like 100 years old?
Oh,
it's very old. It was for sale.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah.
Didn't sell. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Then they did some renos.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually heard of anybody who's. It's called the
Texas Gate and Hotel.
And hotel. I've never heard of anybody actually staying there.
I think Zach stayed there.
Did you stay at the Texas? Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah. Never. I heard that they renovated a few rooms and whatnot, but it is a great location, great spot, great spot. And I actually sold a property close to there, and it made me realize that some areas in Cochrane, the walkability is fantastic. It's like flat ground to get to the heart of Cochrane with all those restaurants and all those cafes and shops. So
yeah, it's a bumping little community. It
is,
especially on the weekends. Like it's. Yeah,
tell us about it.
Had some fun there. No, we've had some fun there. We obviously played there, so we'd go out and I forget what's the our sponsor the one year? Oh my god, I'm blanking. It was a restaurant, but yeah, they hooked us up after every game with our families too.
Fancy Post?
No, it's where the Green Group office was, like 250 meters down on the corner there.
What the venue?
The venue. That's what it was. The venue used to sponsor us. Yes.
So really?
Yeah, that was fun.
So how many bars is there? There's the Texas Gate.
There is Texas Gate.
Brew House, Boston Pizza, Texas Gate, venue.
Half-Hitch Brewery.
Yeah.
And then they got a bunch of other.
Yeah, what's that brewery that's on the top of that hill? The nice view.
On top of the hill.
It's a restaurant.
Yes,
brewery.
by going to like the gym.
Yeah.
That is half inch.
That's half inch?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, there's a the tap house bar and grill.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a ton of.
Yeah, there's a lot.
A ton of places.
There's a lot of good little food spots in there too.
Yeah. No, but I mean, my conclusion is that Cochrane is great for whoever wants to live close to the mountains. And I would definitely recommend at least checking it out if you're coming from out of town or out of province. Like, look at the options. Look at the small towns. They got things to offer.
You're 30 minutes from downtown Calgary.
Yeah.
So you can have that small town life on
you could be
weekends and work here in the big city, right?
You could be in Calgary and still be 20, 30 minutes away from downtown Calgary. So
yeah.
Well, it's close to the mountains, like you said, but it's also close to like Water Valley and Cremona.
Right.
And that's like beautiful land out there. Like you can do a lot of camping and dirt bike outdoor activities out there.
Yeah.
That's just a different way. But yeah, if you come to Calgary and visit and you're looking for options, like you go to Calgary, then stop in Cochrane, maybe go to Canmore, like you can do it all in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like through with the drive. So
yeah. If you guys are interested in any of the statistics or want to like look at any properties in Calgary, we're also gonna be launching a newsletter hopefully soon here.
yeah.
So keep your eyes open for that. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, if you guys obviously if there's anybody watching and wants to inquire about Cochrane, ask any questions about basically anything, we all have some provide some value there. And if you want to go see some places, then we do that as well, obviously. So
Okay, great. Well, that was your little comparison between Cochrane and Calgary. Till next one.
Peace.
See ya.